Stop it. This is my hot chocolate. This is mine. Hey guys, welcome back to A Page in the Chapter, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Paige, and it is the start of the Merry and Bright Readathon. I am very excited. This is a week-long readathon being hosted by numerous big booktubers, one of them being Chandler Ainsley, which is how I found out about it. And I'm just excited to be getting festive. I have 3 books on my TBR for various prompts. Do I think I will be reading 3 books? No. So I will be starting with Northern Lights by Phillip Pullman. I asked over on my Instagram stories which one you guys wanted me to start with. This one by far. And then I also have North Child by Edith Pattou and A Winter's Promise by Christelle Dabos. And so those are the 3 books that I want to get to in this vlog, but I don't think I will. I've got 3 planned. I think 2 is going to be more likely. So yeah, I'm just here to start this vlog. If you guys enjoy vlogs, you enjoy readathons, and you want to see more from me, do feel free to hit that big red subscribe button down below. Stay tuned for future content. I upload twice a week on a Wednesday and a Friday, so there is no shortage of bookish content here. And it's just good fun, it's good vibes, it's very festive over here at the moment, as you can see. So I hope you enjoy this vlog. I'm just very quickly sat here starting it up, and yeah, I will update you when I actually have a chance to start reading. I have finally done everything on my to-do list for today. Mind my face. I was wearing quite heavy makeup today and I was finally like losing the will to live with it, so I just took it off. I've put like this kind of like honey face mask on. But yeah, I've finally done everything on my to-do list so I can sit down and read Northern Lights. I've read a little bit of it. I read about like 2 chapters earlier today, but then I remembered that I had some work, like online training to do. I then started like wrapping everyone's presents, like the Christmas presents that I've got, so I just got distracted basically. But I am feeling a little bit more relaxed now that I finally got my wrapping done. It's not all of it done. I'm gonna do a little bit more shopping next week after I get paid, but at least now like everybody has something. Like I've bought something for everyone, so I can relax a little bit now. It's just like getting people bonuses basically. I don't have thoughts on this so far. I will say you are like really like dropped in. There hasn't been much world building. Everybody seems to have like a demon or a daemon. I don't know how you say it, but it's like the version of demon that's spelt with an A. But it's not explained like what that is or why everybody has one, or why the daemon that you have is dependent on your social status. I'm hoping that gets explained. It's very, very early on, so like I'm not going to diss the book for no world building yet, because as I said, like probably less than like 3 chapters into it. But yeah, I'm interested to see where it goes. I have really, really high hopes for this series, but you are really thrown into the deep end. Good morning guys, I am back in front of the Christmas tree. I have work today, hence the get up. I'm working a double, which is basically a 12-hour shift. So will a lot of reading get done? No. But I have an hour break, so I'm going to read on my break. Rather than coming home, I'm just going to take a seat in the restaurant and read for an hour. And then hopefully I'll be let go a little bit early, because usually when you do a double, you get priority to leave first when there's too many people on the bar for close. So I can read tonight. I've got about an hour before I need to leave, so I'm going to do an hour of reading now. That's the plan. This is why I don't vlog weekends anymore, because I just spend 2 out of the 3 days entirely at work. Hey Marvin, you want to come say hi? No, he's not interested in vlogging today, unfortunately. You're a very bad vlogger, buddy. He's just come to spit his toy at me. I don't want to play. Yeah, that is my Friday. 12 hours of it at work. What can you do? I hope you guys are having a good Friday. I will catch up and vlog when I can, but I'm not expecting a lot out of myself today. Maybe you shouldn't either, because they really take it out of me, these double shifts. Like, they are exhausting. And it's a Friday before Christmas, so it's going to be so busy, and I'm going to be by myself on the bar all day. Good morning guys. Ignore the dressing gown, it is freaking freezing today. I do once again have work today, but in some crazy turn of events I get to finish at 5 o'clock. I'm not working on a Saturday night. I've never had a weekend night off in my entire month and a half of working at this job. Crazy. I am very happy about it. So I'll finish at 5 today, and then I also have tomorrow off, so hopefully a lot of reading can get done. I'm not even that sad that I have to go in at 11:30 and open the bar after doing a close last night. I'm not even sad about it, because I don't have to do a close tonight and I have tomorrow off. So I'm still reading Northern Lights. I didn't make a lot of progress yesterday. Everyone kind of took their break at the same time yesterday, which means I was just chatting with co-workers, and I didn't want to seem really antisocial by just like ignoring everyone and reading. So I've done a little bit, but not a lot. I found the bit that I was reading really quite confusing, but I don't know if that's just because I was distracted as well. I'm excited for when they actually get to the north. Like right now, Lyra is just kind of like running around London, and everyone is like still searching for her because they think she's missing. But like I want to get to the north bit now. Like this whole running around London thing is boring me a bit. I came into this book expecting a wintry landscape, but we'll see. I'm gonna probably not read this morning because I'm really freaking cold, and I'm just gonna prepare for my shift today. But when I get home, I will be dedicating my Saturday night to reading, because even though I have a Saturday night off, I don't have anyone to spend it with. I will catch up with you guys after work probably, but I just wanted to pop in, say good morning, let you know where I'm at, how the weekend's gonna go. It's not looking good in terms of me completing 3 books for this readathon, but I'm still gonna try my absolute best. I have made it home, and it's actually a little earlier than I thought that it would be. I was rotated on until 5, but it's been a pretty dead day, and there's been 3 of us on the bar for a very dead day. So at like 4:30, my manager was like, you can go. So I have got an extra, well, by the time I got home, it's like an extra 15 minutes to read Northern Lights by Phillip Pullman. And I'm excited. It feels like my weekend starts now, even though we're like halfway through the weekend. For the first time since I've started working there, I have a day off on the weekend, and I'm so excited to read. I'm not going to keep you any longer. I am so hungry. I'm starving. So I'm just gonna get changed into some warmer clothes, relax, read, eat, etc. And I will update you if anything interesting happens, but I doubt that it will. I've come downstairs for tea. I purchased a new tea. It was late night shopping, and I purchased the Tea Pig's Spiced Winter Red Tea. This is decaffeinated. It's not going to be as good as black tea. I miss me an Earl Grey tea. I love Earl Grey in December time. It's the perfect tea for the month of December. And I miss it because I don't have caffeine anymore. But we're going to give this a go. It's Christmassy, it's decaffeinated, it's not hot chocolate, and I'm getting really sick of hot chocolate. I'm about 200 pages into the first book in the His Dark Materials series. I can't remember the name. I honestly don't have any opinions on it. Good or bad, I don't have anything to say about this book. It's kind of letting me down in how like nothing it is. I'm gonna continue with the series, obviously, because I own them and they're beautiful. And maybe this first book is just a big like setting up book and it'll get better. But like we're in the northern hemisphere now. We've met the polar bear. I understand the relevance of the polar bear now. I still just think it's very meh. I don't know if it's the fact it's a children's book that's making me feel like it's kind of superficial. But I don't know. I'm not like not enjoying it. I'm also just not thinking it's like particularly good. Like I literally just have no opinion and no thoughts on this book whatsoever. It's really freaking me out. I don't like it. It's making me feel like a really bad booktuber, and like there's nothing to go in this vlog because I just don't have anything to say about this book. I'm gonna have my tea and I'm gonna do some reading. This isn't sponsored, by the way. I realized that I placed this in a way that like just the brand is showing. If a tea brand wants to sponsor me, thank you. Send me anything decaf, please. But yeah, this isn't sponsored. I have 500 subscribers. Of course it's not sponsored. I'm gonna make the tea, and then I'm saying tea a lot. Oh, I'm tired. Right, hopefully this is cooled enough that I can at least try a bit. It feels really, really hot. Okay, it's actually not as bad as I was expecting. It doesn't have a super strong flavour profile. I'm not getting much winter spice. Honestly, you could probably add milk to this a bit. You'd get some weird looks for doing it, but this really does remind me of a black tea. A blend of orange peel, cinnamon and cloves on a rooibos tea base. It's pretty good. I'm happy with it. I will drink this whole thing and then give you an update on whether you should buy it or not. But for £4, I'm pretty happy with it. So as you just saw, I finished Northern Lights. It took me 4 days, so I'm very behind schedule. I'm gonna sit down because it's cold. It's very cold. So I think I'm gonna give this 3 stars. I will say that this got a lot better towards the end. Like, even as a 21-year-old, like, grown adult, I found some of the scenes, like, really, really tense and, like, genuinely a little bit frightening. Well, not, like, frightening, but, like, they put me on edge, and they would have been frightening to me as a child. So I do like that this is enjoyable for a wide, like, array of age ranges. And, like, genuinely, like, I'm reading it as a 21-year-old, and I'm like, okay, this is, like, a YA novel. But, like, I can also see how it's very much like a children's novel. I don't know how it's so easily aimed at multiple age ranges, but it succeeded very well in that, and I can really see why people like it. It's also a very, very multifaceted story. You've got religion, you've got physics, you've got demons, you've got snow, you've got polar bears, you've got witches. You've got it all. So it was very interesting, very multifaceted, and really, really did get, like, crazy good towards the end. Like, our main character just realizes that as a child she doesn't know anything about the people in her life and what's going on. It ends on a bit of a cliffhanger. Like, the book wraps up really nicely, but definitely has like a ... for the next book type of situation. Honestly, I recommend this book. It was really good. It was just very, very slow going to me, and there wasn't really any world building. There is a point at the 300-page mark. I made a point to note that Lyra does ask why everybody has a demon. So the main question that I had for the world building of this book is asked, but there's no answer given. The answer given is just this, it's just the way it is. And that felt like a bit of a cop-out of, like, rather than actually explaining the world, let's just say, oh, well, it's just how it is. Especially because our main character is a child, there is the possibility of being dropped in and then, as if from a child's perspective, asking questions about the world and learning about the world. There really was the opportunity to reveal the world building to the audience in the same way that he's revealing it to our child narrator. But even the adults in this book didn't have answers to these questions. They just said it's just the way of the world. And that, to me, was a cop-out. But all in all, like, I did enjoy it. I will be reading the next books in this series. I am intrigued to know what happens. I also did feel like this book, it has a little bit of an anthropological lens. There's a lot of discussions of funerary techniques in different cultures and with different groups of society, and like lots of questions surrounding the different ways of people in these northern cultures and different like species with like the polar bears and the witches. There's just a lot of questions, which I think is okay in a first book, and I don't think the anthropological lens was intended, to be honest, but I enjoyed it being there nonetheless. I think this was just a very like solid, genuine, middle of the road book for me. I really liked the ending. I found the beginning really boring. I feel like there's an equal amount of pros and cons. Like, I enjoyed it, but I didn't think it was anything like massively special, but it made me want to continue with the series. Like, it is just the most 3-star book that I've possibly had this entire year. Like, I don't have any particularly good feelings about it. I don't have any particularly bad feelings about it. It's just a 3-star read. So with that, that is the hot cocoa prompt done. Read a book with cozy vibes. To me, everything about this book just screamed cozy, and I was right. So that is that prompt done. I would normally ask over on Instagram and let you guys pick what book to read next. I've been doing that throughout December, but I don't want to waste time waiting for the poll answers to come in, and I kind of know what I want to read next, so I'm just going to pick for myself this time, and that is Northchild by Edith Pattou. I will be reading this for Winter Wonderland, read a book with white on the cover, and this is, I think, either a YA or a middle grade. It gives me middle grade vibes, but I think it might actually be YA, and it's about our main character Rose, and she is born facing north, and the direction in which you are born in this world has a bearing on what your destiny is going to be, and because she's born facing north, which I believe is quite rare, she is like destined to go on this long adventurous journey, and this also involves a polar bear, so there's clearly a theme for the books that I've chosen for the Merry and Bright Readathon. I will update you with some thoughts. Good morning, guys. It is the penultimate day of the readathon, but it's my last big final push day because I have tomorrow off, but I need to use it to go out and go shopping and get the last little Christmas bits and stuff like that. I could just order it online, yes, but I'm just feeling a bit sucky about how my work-life balance right now is all work, and then my life aspect is just sitting at home. So in order to make myself feel a little bit better, I am gonna actually go out tomorrow by myself and just have a me day and enjoy my own company. So this is the last final push for me. I do have work tonight, but I have until about 4:30 to do some reading. I don't plan on doing anything else. About 120 pages of the way into Northchild. This is quite a quick read because it has such short chapters. So I just keep telling myself, oh, I can stop, or I can look at my phone, or I can respond to this message, or I can do this once I get to the end of each chapter, because they're so short that I can do that. So that is helpful for my reading. 3 books was far too ambitious. I do not see myself finishing all of this and even getting to start, let alone finish, A Winter's Promise. For 2 books in a week, I'm happy with that. That is a faster pace than I have been doing the entirety of November and previously this month, so I am happy with it if I can do it. My thoughts on this book so far: I don't know if I like it yet. It feels very, very childish in tone. I think this might be aimed again at a much younger audience, because it feels very childish. But because I'm only 122 pages in, I'm gonna refrain from saying anything too much about this book. I will say you get into the action straight away. The whole superstition and being born a Northchild type of thing is explained straight away, and then getting into the actual adventure part of the book has already happened, and it happened quite a few pages ago, and I'm only on page 122. So I'm really interested to see where this book could go, given that I was expecting at least a third of this book to be getting to the adventure, and it's not. So I am happy about that, and we will see what happens. For now though, I need to go and get some breakfast because I am starving. I am having a day. I had to go and put fuel in my car, and I have literally never put fuel in my car by myself because it stresses me out that much and gives me that much anxiety. I normally enlist either my dad or my boyfriend to go with me, and they're either there as moral support, or I just make them fuel up my car for me whilst I sit there. It's one of those things that just stresses me out so much, but there was no one to do it for me today, and I couldn't put it off any longer. I was ridiculously low on fuel, and I went to do it, and like, I did get the fuel, so it's fine. I have fuel now and I won't have to do it for a while. It didn't go very well. I caused a massive queue. People were mad. I couldn't work out what I was doing. A lady from inside the store had to come out and help me. The problem was that I had pulled up to a pay at pump only, and I hate paying at pump because it's, I think, quite dangerous to insert your card into those things. I think they're easily copied, so now I'm really anxious about the fact that my card's gonna get copied, but I was too anxious to then, and there was a queue, so I couldn't like reverse out and go to a different pump to pay, and I know how to go in and pay in store, but I don't know how to use the pay at pump thing, and it was just really stressful, and I've got fuel now, so it's fine. But that was my morning. I am on page 200 of Northchild. This is shaping up to be pretty much a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and not my favourite one of the Beauty and the Beast retellings. I don't feel particularly attached to any of the characters. I don't really like any of them, I won't lie. I'm determined to finish it. Probably not today, but I want to at least get like 2/3 of the way through this book today. I keep forgetting that I do have time to read tomorrow. Tomorrow does count towards the challenge as well, so I don't have to read it all today. This book feels very shallow to me right now. I'm really hoping like something will happen, there'll be some action or something, because right now it does just seem to be a little bit of a Beauty and the Beast retelling with none of the substance. But we will see. Maybe it's just a real slow burner. So I am at page 270-ish of Northchild. I'm hoping I can finish it today. It is the last day of the readathon, and I also need to edit this vlog and get it out tonight. So I will probably be ending this vlog before I finish this book, but I am still hopeful that I can finish it today. I've got about 200 pages left. That's quite a bit actually, given I have to edit this vlog too, but I do think it is manageable. So good morning. I ran to Westfield, the Stratford one, this morning to do the final bits of my Christmas shopping. I was really hoping I would get everything done today, but it was really busy and really loud, and I just got really overwhelmed and I just couldn't stay any longer. So I now have to order the things that I still need to get online and just hope that they arrive in time. I really didn't factor in getting so overwhelmed. It's fine. Everybody has something, so if things arrive late, it's not the end of the world. It's not like someone isn't gonna have a Christmas present from me. It's just sad because I want them to have everything that I bought on the right day. Hello guys, it is now the evening. I've spent the whole day editing and reading. I am now on page 376, so about 100 more to go of Northchild. I definitely think that I will be able to finish this today, but I am wrapping this vlog up here. So, whilst I was originally saying that this felt like a Beauty and the Beast retelling, now that we've moved further into the story, it's kind of drifted from that narrative a little bit. It's feeling a little bit more original. I will say though, this book feels a bit like a cross between a Beauty and the Beast retelling and like a Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe type of setting. It is a very solid standalone book, especially for younger readers. If you are looking for a book to give a younger reader for Christmas, I think this is absolutely perfect and really good fun. I just think that the structure of this book didn't work for me personally. It is told in a series of very short chapters with lots and lots of perspective changes. You get at least 4 different voices and perspectives in this book, and the problem that I have with that is that no matter what perspective you are reading from, you always know more than them. Whenever you're reading from our main character Rose's perspective, she has the longest perspectives, but she discovers things and then you swap to one of her family members' perspectives and they don't know any of that, and I just find it a little bit frustrating to read. Or the family members discover things and then Rose doesn't know them, or you're reading from the perspective of like the villain in this story. She gets a perspective too, and so then you kind of figure things out about the storyline that Rose doesn't know, and then we have to watch Rose discover the things that we already know, and that just didn't quite work for me. But again, for younger readers, it is perfect, and I don't want to criticize this book too harshly when I don't think it was aimed at me. In fact, I know that it was not aimed at little 21-year-old me over here. So I do think that this book is like pretty wonderful. When I'm looking back on it, I'm actually thinking of like really cute, cozy scenes that I have really enjoyed. It's just whilst I've been reading it, I don't know, maybe if I put too much pressure on myself to read it quickly, and that's why I haven't been able to get into it. But to me, it felt quite superficial, and I just don't really have a strong attachment to any of the characters. I could stop reading right now and I wouldn't be too fussed about not knowing how it ends. This book has also, it's done so much in 400 pages. I cannot believe how much story this has covered, and I mentioned earlier I was on page 120 or something and we were like well into the story. It kind of keeps up that pace. So the amount of stuff that is done and covered and revealed in this book is absolutely insane, and that is neither a positive nor a negative. It is just a fact, and a little bit of information going forward. If you like that, then you'll probably like this. If you don't, maybe it's not for you. So my plan now is to go and take a bath and finish the last 100 pages or so of this in the bath. I have asked you guys over on Instagram what my next book should be that I read after I finish this, and then I kind of just want to sit with this book for a little while and really get my thoughts together, and then I will post a full review to my Goodreads and my Instagram, because I just think I need some time with this one. I don't really know how I feel about it right now. It's been such a massive push and rush to read this, and so much happens in it that I just need a little bit of time. And there we have it, guys. It is the end of the Merry and Bright Readathon. It is a Wednesday evening. It's about 5 o'clock on a Wednesday evening. I'm literally gonna have to edit this and get it up within the next hour or so. I have, by the end of today, I will have read 2 books for this readathon, which was kind of what I expected myself to read. I was aiming for 3, but I just didn't see it happening. I've got another week and a half until Christmas. Obviously there is another couple of days after Christmas that's still December where I can read my books, but every single book that I had on my TBR I had with the intention of reading before Christmas, because they're festive Christmas books. So really I've got another week and a half to read the 3 books that are on my TBR. That's difficult. I really hope that you guys have enjoyed this vlog. I hope that you enjoyed this readathon if you took part, and that you got to everything on your readathon TBR. Sadly, I did not, but what can you do? If you guys enjoyed this video and you like vlogs and readathons and stuff like that, then do feel free to hit that big red subscribe button down below and stay tuned for future content. I upload twice a week on a Wednesday and a Friday, so there is no shortage of bookish content here for you to enjoy. Also, feel free to check me out on Instagram and Twitter at Page and Chapter, so you can choose what books I'm reading and just get more involved and see how I'm reviewing things. I hope that you guys are having a fantastic week, you are enjoying everything that you are reading, and I will see you on Friday for my next video. Bye guys.